Today, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak found his bottle.
He didn't, because he's spineless, hopeless and utterly shameless. Mr. Speaker, utterly shameless from someone who stood by while anti-Semitism ran rife in his party and twice backed the member for Islington North. And just last week, we saw the very rules that govern this place abused because of intimidation, Mr. Speaker. While he might, Mr. Speaker, while he might want to bend to mob rule, we will face down the extremists and stand up for British values.
Well, it's about time, because if he doesn't go in for the kill, this will happen.
I have said already, on the evidence before us, we are heading for electoral oblivion.
You'll be getting a lot more from Suella Braverman later in this show. But Rishi Sunak has to strap his big boy pants on, get out of the corporate mindset and into the pub fight that is British politics. Labour are on the ropes. Deputy Labour leader Angela Rayner could be on the brink of being sacked, investigated by police, possibly locked up. She has not and possibly cannot explain her housing scandal away. Does she owe capital gains tax? Has she lied? Has she committed a crime? The plot thickened again today. Her old neighbours apparently say that her brother was living at her house and she was the landlord. Did she declare all of this? You can tell Labour have got a huge problem here because of the way that they're dealing with it. The Sun's Harry Cole says that at 1:20 p.m, Starmer's spokesman says all further questions about Rayner's tax affairs should be directed to Angela Rayner's office. At 3:20 p.m, Rayner's office said that questions to be directed to the Labour press office. And then at 3:30 p.m, the Labour press office said questions need to be directed to Rayner's office. Then nothing. There's a problem for them here, isn't there? Go after it. And I can't believe the Tories are still sitting on their hands about Sir Lindsay Hoyle. Apparently 91 MPs have now said that they've lost confidence in the Speaker after he caved into Labour and saved Sir Keir Starmer from a massive, humiliating rebellion. The way to get to Starmer on this is to get Hoyle first.
This was the other way round. If this had been Boris Johnson, if this was Rishi Sunak, this would be before the Privileges Committee in a heartbeat. So Keir Starmer has to answer questions as to what he said to the Speaker. And whilst he himself has said he didn't make any threats to the Speaker about retaining that position post the next election if Labour were in government, he hasn't said whether or not anyone else within the Labour Party, whether that be their chief whip or any other shadow minister or shadow whip. Those are questions that need answering, as well as the Speaker answering those questions as well.
Surely they've got to get the votes in, get him out of there, and then it all becomes about Sir Keir. Has Sir Keir already signed his own political death warrant? Look at this clip the day after that big Gaza farce, OK? Does this look like a man who's telling the truth?
I can categorically tell you that I did not threaten the Speaker in any way whatsoever. I simply urged him to ensure that we have the broadest possible debate.
We know Chris Bryant let the cat out of the bag.
The way we do our business in Parliament is terrible. I mean, we brought ourselves terribly into disrepute, I think, on Wednesday.
But were you put up to that filibuster, or did you take it upon yourself?
A bit of both, if I'm honest. I think the whole day was grubby, and we need a system which doesn't allow people to manipulate the rules to be able to get what they want.
Yeah, which he did, didn't he? Rishi Sunak and the Tories should be absolutely hammering this. What did Starmer say to Hoyle? Has he lied? The Tories could hoist Sir Keir Starmer up by the standards he's set himself. They know Starmer's Chief of Staff, Sue Gray, is weak and vulnerable. She allegedly left staff in tears amid a leaking investigation. She's also in hot water over the Hoyle affair and about ballsing up Labour's Citizens' Assembly plan and subsequently the screeching U-turn. Labour leader, Labour Deputy Leader, Labour Chief of Staff, all very nearly on a plate. Rishi Sunak is not going to win on policy because people do not believe that he'll do any of the things that he's saying he will do. If he really wants to win, he needs to do what the Labour Party did to Boris Johnson. Hammer it, keep hammering it, keep turning the screw, get it all out in an inquiry and just pick them off.